Little bitty tiny tops, you know, like that.
Today I'm in the Woodyard running a logging job with my brother Ken and logger Jason. Here we go. So we're on a job here where Jason is taking out, just do like a select cut in certain areas, and I think they got a log buyer coming to look at this, so they got them spread out so they can mark which ones he wants and stuff. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of ash here, so it looks like some nice ash. And here's another pile. So yeah, they're taking out some pretty nice logs, it looks like. So my brother Ken is here and he's doing the hand cutting, and I think Jim is here too, iffy kid. And so we're gonna walk back and see what's happening right now. So we're walking back and I have found the logging operation here. They got stuff laying everywhere in here and I can hear chainsaws, so we're going the right direction. This is a chunk that's hundreds of acres, so I had to kind of listen to where to go. Parked out kind of by the road a little bit, and they've been working, I can see that. I think we're gonna get rid of this. So this is from, there was 2 trees here. That's from when the branch is in there for years and years. That's what that's from. So we're gonna butt this little bit, cut an 8, and then try to get a 12 after that. Yeah, Looks like some nice logs you got on your load.
Well, you gotta drink the gravy and then you can eat the mashed potatoes. The deal is, it's hot, it's humid, the logs are cracking as fast as we're cutting them. We shipped 2 loads of logs out of here already. We got two buyers coming today to buy more logs as fast as we're putting them on the landing because they're cracking, they're opening up, they end up being junk otherwise.
And you got a lot of veneer logs?
Not a lot of veneer, some veneer. We're taking, we're gonna come back when it's this week. It's gonna get hot again. Both these machines got air conditioning, so Kenny can jump in one, I'll jump in the other one, and sitting in nice cool air conditioning with the processor. I'll take all the tops, chew all the tops up. Pretty much all the brush is going to get piled in here, and then all the brush is going to get hauled out and chipped up too.
So you're beautifying it.
It's going to be like a park when we get done.
Yeah.
The guys are going to then come in and put sap lines back in a good chunk of this.
Yeah.
We're opening it up. They got the next cutting in here will be 25 years, so they said take all the big basswood, anything. There's a lot of stuff that's been damaged in the past 5 years with the storms.
And you got ash trees that
are still green.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
They cut one today that was dead. At the other end, they're already dead. The black ash are dead already. And
they got the bugs ready.
The bugs, oh yeah.
That's the first tree I've seen with boar. That last one we cut over there.
Yeah.
That was the first one that had boar in it.
Yeah.
That's the
But
first.
okay, so that's all the rest of them are gonna have
As soon as there's one, the rest of them will have it within a year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, within a year or less.
So you might as well take them while you can.
And there's some beautiful logs.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Kind of warm out here though.
It is kind of warm.
It's only supposed to get to 91 today.
Probably won't be able to hold on. I think I took the rakers down too much.
Oh, it's gonna be a little bitey.
Bitey. And the hard maple's hard.
Oh, I know. Well, at least it ain't froze.
It's gonna be jumping pretty hard.
It'll be going.
Yeah, this ain't gonna go good.
He's making excuses already.
I'm just telling you, I know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, yeah.
So this, I'm just gonna drop this over there and let him process it.
The little one? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hold it up! Too heavy!
thought he said to cut at 8 and then try to get a veneer off the top.
No, we're gonna get a good log after the first 8.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he said to cut at 8. Because he said he wants to get above the tap marks.
That's right.
He said there was tap somewhere in
So
here.
we'll just we'll
So
cut.
if you butt an 8,
We won't butt it. We'll just cut 8.
Right, but that's what it. Yeah, cut an 8. That'll get
So
you
where's
above
our-
the taps.
Where's our 8 at here?
That's 8 even.
There's 8. Okay.
So when you get a chunk like this, do they ever want you to trim that off, or just don't worry about it?
Well, no, I normally would trim this.
Whole thing.
Angle
You
it.
would
Yeah,
cut this
angle,
whole
right,
thing off. Yes.
Right, so it stacks better,
Well,
just looks better, and
that's. Let's see, with processors, you get wood like this all the time.
yeah,
Because they can't. They can, but it takes them a lot of screwing around. to
thinking
do it.
around. Yeah, I
So
watched
most
them.
processor guys, they would just cut this off, leave it in the woods.
Right.
But he wants it for firewood, I think.
Yeah,
So if we do butt this might be just all firewood for next year for,
right.
you know.
Well, it's got a big crack here, so it's kind of
Well, it's because it was conjoined.
yeah.
There's 10. 12, we got a knot. So we'll go right here. We could maybe get veneer out of that. But what that twisted seam, I don't know. It'll be a number 1 anyway. Then we'll just cut 8s after that. You can see the tap marks in that too.
Oh yeah.
See the tap marks?
Oh yeah. Look at that right there.
So that ain't gonna make a bolt. Well, it might make a bolt, but whatever. The only reason we're cutting it because it was dead.
So what's gonna happen?
We're gonna make sawdust. We're gonna try to sneak a basswood down in between the tap lines here.
Way in the corner down there, and there's tap lines on both sides, so you're gonna drop it right in here. It's-
Leaning a little bit that way, and the wind is that way. We're gonna have to fight it, but it's gonna land right here.
Yeah.
If we don't screw up. I gotta make sure I got gas here.
You always got gas.
Oh, I've been eating a lot of beans lately. me. I was just gonna pull out, like always. I was gonna come over here.
Should have pulled out a second.
That's how you get girls
So you
pregnant.
get kids, you know.
I'm sweating, not doing anything.
Hot heat.
I know. Hot heat.
I gotta sharpen the saw. I should have sharpened before we cut this tree. know. So
Well, you got lines crisscrossing everywhere there
so
too.
we're gonna try to weasel it down. What's nice about these trees, all they got is little fluffy tops. You know, there's not all big bushy limbs catching.
Right.
It's just got a little bitty top. It's already coming this way. I saw it something. Can you hold up? Oh, failure! Failure! Keep going. Oh, failure! Failure! I'll take your camera off. I gotta butt this off anyways. No, just leave it. It adds to the excitement. We got a rotten butt. I got to go up higher. Ah. Oh, let's see. Failure. So now he's
Caught
gonna-
really good too.
Huh?
It's caught really good. He's almost going to need to drive in here,
He can drive.
pull it that way.
He can back in here,
Yeah, you
grab
can
it, and pull it right down.
Yeah. Well, you can grab the top and just pull it down.
Or that.
The loader will lift that.
He can fit in here and just pull it down that way. at his sparks.
What's nice is when you got bright sunshine and you see sparks. Then you know you really did something special.
So I just ticked it there. You see I gained a great log here by getting rid of that?
Yeah, I filmed that because I figured that's what you were doing, taking this off.
Yep.
Yep.
So he'll still process the tops, but
Yep.
we're just taking the butts. Hot
I'm dripping
heat.
and I'm not cutting. So you got to be roasting.
Hot heat.
I'm dripping wet sweat and I'm not even doing
We're
anything.
almost done. We got a couple trees right here.
Oh yeah.
That first tree
I didn't know you were dull.
That first tree was sucking, man.
Well, when you made your top cut on your wedge,
Powder.
it was powder.
I knew
I saw that like, man, he ain't sharp.
No.
And I saw you kind of forcing it and nothing was happening.
No,
like,
I knew we were
and it was
bad.
basswood. It should cut
It
like
was bad.
melted butter.
It was bad.
Oh yeah.
So we cut them dead ash, and that dead ash is hard on it. But
Yeah.
then cutting this basswood, if you don't cut through that bark,
That fire pulls.
that fiber pulls, but that bark pulls. When he picks this up, it strips the whole log of bark.
Yeah.
So you got to get through that bark because it's
Right.
like cutting rope.
Yeah.
So every time you cut through the bark, you hit the freaking dirt.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. But see, Jim's been real careful not to hit the dirt, but he's leaving me with a lot of snipes. Look my chain.
Yeah. It rolled on you.
Oh, went exactly where I wanted it.
Yeah, but it was twisting the whole time.
Well, I
when you
knew
were in
it had to. I had to leave all the hinge on this side,
to pull it. Yeah.
but then I had to try to cut the hinge before it ripped. But
Yeah.
it's not that big a deal. It's not
No.
a big tree.
You better get something to drink.
Saw's getting hot. I'm getting hotter. I don't know if we should cut anymore. Keep something around that butternut. Now that we expose it to the elements. There's 2 more bassos back there, but I'll see what Jason says when he gets up here. I think we're done here.
Yeah, that butternut's just too bad that top is dead.
Yeah, so we got a basso over here yet.
Oh yeah.
And that basso hung up yet. This is the kind of, when I was cutting and bunching, if you could cut wood like this all day, you cut 25 cords like nothing.
Really?
Cut 8 foot like this, just keep laying them down, laying them down, laying them down.
Yeah.
Skidder picking them up right on top of you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you can cut wood. Oh shit, there's a cord of wood right here.
What was your best day as far as how many cords you cut?
The best I ever know for a fact, I was working for an old guy. That was back when we stick scaled. It was in June, I remember, because June is usually hot. It was a kind of a cool June day. It was misting real light.
Yeah.
And I worked till 4:30, so I didn't get to the woods till 5. But it's light out till 8:30 at night, so I could cut 2, 3, 4 hours every day after work. And he had drove through with the pole skidder, smashed down all the balls, and it was all small balls and thick. Yeah. But all the ball, it was popple. Not big, like, you know, like 10-inch wood.
Yeah.
6, 7 sticks tall, but thick.
Yeah.
I went out there after work that night. Little bitty tiny tops, you know, like that.
Yeah.
You didn't hardly cut a limb.
Yeah.
And because it was misting, you know, I was bunching with bunching tongs, you know, you piled everything.
Slid good.
Slid it, you could spin it, slide it, bunch, boom, 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 boom. He come in the next day, he says, "How late did you work last night?" This guy's 80 years old.
Yeah.
I said, "I was out there for 3 hours. And I just scaled the load."
Yeah.
12 quarts, 3 hours.
3 hours. Holy crap, that's a lot of wood.
That's processor speed.
Yeah.
But it was perfect.
Yeah.
There's other times I've had better wood and cut more wood, but I don't know the number.
Yeah.
I was cutting for him, we were cutting yellow popple like this.
Yeah.
10 sticks tall, it hit the ground, the whole top would explode. Well, the last stick was this big.
Yeah.
There was no piling.
Yeah.
He didn't pile nothing. He just kept hammering, boom, 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 and it was clear cut.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You could probably cut 30 cords a day in that.
Yeah.
And that's back, you know, I was getting paid by the cord, so making bank.
What did you get a cord back then?
Seems to me, it was $15, $18 a cord.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so you did good. That was probably 20, 30 years ago, huh?
No, 2007, 2008.
Oh, well, that's 20 years ago almost.
Yeah, almost, yeah, it was.
So that means you were 40-something, not 60-something.
Yeah, I was 42, 44.
Yeah.
I was still
In shape, yeah.
well, compared to when I was 30,
Yeah.
not.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I can still cut with most guys.
Yeah.
Right now, though, I'm dragging.
Well,
I'm getting sloppy.
I'm not doing
lazy.
anything, and my shirt is soaking wet. I'm just dripping. I'm not
gotta
even
wait
doing
for-
anything.
We gotta wait for Jason to pull that tree down and see what he wants to do with this. I need to get my saw a break. I normally swap saws out, but my other saw's in my truck.